We outside, we in Dubai.
Yeah, outside.
We in Dubai.
Come on now.
Oh, shit. What time is it?
Hey. Hold on, look, y'all. They got that big building.
But y'all, that's hella.
They say that's the building. We in the sky.
Welcome back to Star Rush, where the mess is loud, the tea is boiling, and the spotlight's always hot. Sometimes it truly feels like Sexyy Red meticulously orchestrates these wild stunts, almost as if to guarantee she remains the talk of the town. And honestly, it's working. She recently dropped her latest EP, aptly titled In Sexy We Trust, yet instead of allowing the music to speak for itself, she opted for an unapologetically chaotic mode of promotion. This time, her antics escalated to an international scale, drawing global attention. The saga began when Sexyy Red decided to embark on an ambitious trip to Dubai, accompanied by her entourage. What initially seemed like a lavish flex, a high-end getaway, quickly spiraled into a significant legal predicament. Reports indicate a blatant disregard for local customs, ranging from breaking conservative dress codes to engaging in public disturbances. They appeared to flout nearly every rule in the book that governs conduct in the Emirates. Dubai, unlike the States, has zero tolerance for such behavior, operating under a distinctly different legal framework where actions carry severe consequences. Whispers on the street confirmed that authorities intervened, issuing a stern warning that her conduct would simply not be permitted. Consequently, instead of positive headlines celebrating her new music, Sexyy Red's name is now trending for all the wrong, chaotic reasons, and it seems the drama has only just begun.
Yo. Why you lying? Do all your niggas know what's going on with you? Do you tell them you burning, or do you lie to them like you did me? Or is you lying to them how you did me?
Everybody getting burnt. I don't give a fuck.
Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey.
The truth about what, sir?
Then when you gonna keep it gangster?
Who are you lying to?
When you gonna keep it gangster? That's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months, and then you told me you had that shit.
I hope you got AIDS.
But to truly grasp the current situation, we must rewind a few weeks to a moment when Sexyy Red's public image suffered a substantial blow. The catalyst was a shocking list that surfaced online, sending ripples of disbelief across social media. It began with an individual claiming close ties to rapper Gucci, who allegedly leaked a provocative post across various platforms. This receipts list controversially named over 50 women purportedly involved with Gucci within the current year, placing Sexyy Red prominently at the very top. The post insinuated these were not merely names, but individuals Gucci had either been intimately involved with, created private content with, or encountered during personal liaisons. The situation grew even more precarious as the list carried a serious accusation that Gucci might have been dealing with a significant health condition during these encounters. While it's crucial to clarify that these claims remain unconfirmed by anyone on the list, including Sexyy Red herself, the swift nature of social media ensured that facts often take a back seat when drama is this loud. Indeed, Sexyy Red's public narrative spiraled rapidly after this list dropped. The initial buzz surrounding her transformed into an uncontrollable wildfire, particularly as rumors linking her to HSV gained overwhelming traction. The speculation became so widespread that Sexyy Red was compelled to address it publicly, attempting to quell the rampant talk. However, instead of clearing her name, her public statement seemed only to amplify the internet's volume. Just when everyone thought the situation couldn't get any messier, another bombshell dropped, this time originating from someone intimately close to her baby daddy. He plunged into the controversy with claims that left jaws on the floor, posting on Instagram and throwing social media into complete disarray. He ominously stated, "Y'all favorite rapper? She says she burning. So everybody getting burnt. You gotta be strong to be the side girl, cause it's not for the weak, and I'm the weak." His revelations didn't stop there. He insisted he had the receipts to prove it. In a move that further stirred the pot, he shared a screen recording of a phone call between himself and Sexyy Red. Her voice on the other end and the tenor of their exchange immediately raised eyebrows across the internet. While we are not here to confirm or deny the veracity of the conversation, that particular clip ignited intense speculation. Her tone, her carefully chosen words, every subtle pause and sigh within the clip led social media detectives to dissect the audio, searching for any hint of admission or simple misunderstanding. It was a lot to unpack. Now, instead of focusing on promoting her music, Sexyy Red finds herself engulfed in a storm of personal accusations, highly viral clips, and relentless internet chatter.
But if y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work, this how this goes. You can't get rid of this shit. If you somebody that got this shit while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract it. So for all my bitches that I put that on in the past or in the future, I don't got this shit and my paperwork coming up. Cause I could book some paperwork. I ain't no faking ass. If I get on her and tell y'all that, y'all know I ain't gonna tell y'all no lies on my daughter. If I had this shit, I word on my chest. I'm talking about young boy got this shit. He ain't doing no faking. He ain't doing no faking on my daughter. But I'm gonna buck some new paperwork for y'all so y'all know this real deal. And I was trying to like put this together before I came and put it in y'all face like that, but I'm finna put together for y'all. Just hold on, give me 1 second.
In the initial stages of this unfolding drama, Sexyy Red was unequivocally fighting for her reputation online. She rigorously pushed back against every single rumor, every post, and every accusation leveled against her. Her strategy involved actively clapping back in comment sections and issuing strong statements, clearly signaling her unwillingness to tolerate any nonsense. Yet, after a period of relentless defense, a noticeable shift occurred in her approach. Instead of attempting to dodge the mounting drama, she decisively leaned into it, fully embracing the chaos and strategically integrating it into her public persona and brand identity. This pivotal change marked a completely new turn in her career, one for which the internet was utterly unprepared. Seemingly out of nowhere, she unveiled a brand new lip gloss line, boldly named Northside Princess. The names chosen for these glosses were, to put it mildly, audacious and guaranteed to spark conversation. Eschewing traditional sweet or glamorous titles, Sexyy Red opted for maximum shock value. The glosses featured names disturbingly inspired by, shall we say, medical terms. Titles such as gonorrhea, yellow discharge, and even nut appeared on the labels, causing widespread double takes and prompting incredulous questions like, is this for real? It was abundantly clear she wasn't striving for subtlety. Her intent was to be deliberately outrageous, and that calculated risk paid off by captivating a massive audience.
I got a lip gloss brand, and the names for my lip gloss is something that nobody would have ever thought of. I got one called Nut, and it's the color of some nut. I got one called Gonorrhea. It's green like gonorrhea. I got one called Yellow Discharge, like how girls be having yellow discharge. Booty hole pink, booty hole brown, juice, and juice is clear with silver glitter. It's cute, like the cute, and it smells good. And it's so like, you know, people gonna talk but other people was like, you is a marketing genius because it's sold so fast and it smelled good too. I be thinking of all out the box. It's not even on purpose. It's just like my brain helped me think outside the box to do something.
The public's reception to Sexyy Red's lip gloss line was, to put it mildly, anything but positive. The backlash erupted swiftly and ferociously, as audiences were not merely confused but deeply offended by her marketing choices. What she likely perceived as edgy and viral quickly devolved into what many unequivocally denounced as plain distasteful. Social media platforms were inundated with critical comments. Users expressed sentiments like, "You're losing me, Sexyy. This don't make sense at all." While others pointed out the obvious disconnect between her branding and her audience, stating, "This isn't even friendly for a young audience. And let's be real, a lot of your fan base are teens whose mamas let them stream your music." One particularly poignant comment even suggested, "Honestly, it should come with condoms and a health awareness packet. If you're going to go that route, at least spread some education while you're at it." The public held nothing back, and the deluge of criticism spanned across every platform. Adding fuel to the fire, Charleston White, a prominent online personality, swiftly entered the fray. True to form, he did not mince words, seizing every opportunity to hurl insults at Sexyy Red. He vehemently labeled her a detrimental influence, employing every pejorative imaginable to express his disdain for her presence in the public eye. White accused her of projecting a profoundly negative image onto young girls, arguing that she was resorting to excessive attention-seeking tactics without any consideration for the broader impact of her actions. Many online users openly concurred with his assessment.
Chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that can contract. Hell, you talking about she too motherfucking nasty, mannish, fierce at the mouth, and she ain't got them high dollar weed. Everybody talk.
Yeah, she said that she had chlamydia 2 times.
Yeah, so if she said 2, time it by 6, because you know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. You know them hoes ain't gonna tell the truth. I'm advised.
After enduring such a relentless barrage of backlash, the pervasive social media dragging, and headlines piling up like a row of toppling dominoes, one would reasonably assume Sexyy Red might have chosen to take a moment to regroup, perhaps a step back, a period of laying low, a chance to recalibrate her public image. But no, that is decidedly not what transpired. Instead, with characteristic unpredictability, she managed to ignite even more rumors. This time, she unleashed another viral post that had the internet clutching its collective pearls. A video accompanied by the brazen caption, "Me at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why my coochie stink." Yes, she really said that. And predictably, the timeline exploded once again. People simply couldn't fathom her doubling down on the very kind of rhetoric that had already landed her in such hot water. After the widespread rumors concerning her health, her name being inextricably linked to that wild list, and the messy public declarations from her baby daddy, many observers expected her to attempt to steer her narrative in an entirely different, perhaps more positive direction. However, Sexyy Red remains nothing if not unpredictable. Just when it seemed she might be contemplating a retreat from the public eye, she did briefly disappear. There were no tweets, no new posts, no more messy headlines for a short period. For a moment, her fans and the public genuinely believed she was taking a much-needed hiatus, possibly to focus on her music, or even work on a fresh anthem for her devoted fan base. The energy surrounding her began to subtly shift. People were surprisingly starting to root for her to make a positive comeback. But then, boom, she resurfaced, and this time, it was amidst the dramatic backdrop of Dubai. The internet instantly took notice. Sexyy Red suddenly reappeared overseas, all smiles in the vast desert, surrounded by her crew, casually catching flights and flexing as if absolutely nothing untoward had happened. Videos quickly began circulating, showcasing her partying, dancing, and living it up with seemingly no cares in the world. The public was confused. Was she booked for a performance, hosting an exclusive event, or merely on vacation? No one could definitively say, but speculation ran wild. Some posited she was there to perform or host a major club event, perhaps even to film a significant project. Others theorized she simply sought new scenery while riding the wave of her latest musical release. Regardless of the exact reason, she was seen with a mic in hand, her new music blaring, and fans excitedly anticipating her potential global ascendancy. Initially, many genuinely perceived this as her triumphant comeback moment, a powerful boss move indicating a new level of ambition and brand elevation.
She's delivering a whole spirit amongst young girls. She's introducing, we've had a gangster spirit. The gangster spirit damn near wiped the young black males out. This spirit is fit to do a number on the young black girl.
Indeed, not every rapper considers taking their promotional game all the way to Dubai. So, when Sexyy Red touched down in the glamorous city, she initially garnered significant props. It appeared to be a strategic power move, a distinct departure from the usual, signaling a significant elevation of her brand. However, that fleeting moment of admiration rapidly evaporated. The instant she began posting behind-the-scenes clips of her actual activities there, public sentiment shifted from hyped anticipation to outright disgust. Sexyy Red quickly transitioned from a music promo tour to an unrestrained exhibition of wild behavior. She was seen turning up in exclusive clubs as if it were spring break, yelling in the streets, being excessively loud in upscale shopping malls, and engaging in far too much public display in spaces that unequivocally do not tolerate such conduct. Dubai, it must be understood, is not your average party city. It is globally recognized for its stringent laws and deeply conservative culture. When visiting, one cannot simply act without decorum. It is not an environment where being extra is celebrated or even tolerated, yet it appears Sexyy Red either completely missed the memo or simply chose to disregard it entirely. And truly, that was merely the milder aspect of her controversial trip. Things escalated significantly as she continued to push the boundaries. She posted footage of herself trying a honey pack, causing many viewers to gasp and clutch their pearls, displaying intense arousal on camera as if completely oblivious to the country she was in. Then came a series of viral clips, her acting erratically in cars, goofing off with her crew, and even catching heat for being seen playing footsies and performing random stunts that caused the internet to collectively do a double take. At one point, she even audibly let off a fart on camera, giggling about it as if it were just another Tuesday. One couldn't help but wonder, girl, what are we doing? They're simply doing the most, and then there's Sexyy Red in Dubai, operating on an entirely different plane of recklessness.
Baby, up there.
She said they building the roller coaster upstairs.
So ignorant. You just ignorant. That ain't a roller coaster. Just so stupid.
We didn't. Hold on, look, y'all. They got that big building.
But y'all, this hella. Look at it.
They said that's the biggest. Why is she fucking all these people with food? They good.
Back in the States, much of Sexyy Red's behavior might be dismissed as mere goofy antics. Wild, perhaps fleeting, but ultimately something people would laugh at and quickly move on from. However, in Dubai, the narrative is starkly different. It's an entirely different story. That type of behavior isn't just frowned upon, it carries serious legal ramifications that can land you directly behind bars. Individuals familiar with Dubai's strict operating procedures were quick to sound the alarm. Social media platforms lit up with urgent warnings, advising her to chill out ASAP before she inevitably found herself in a holding cell. The tone of public commentary rapidly shifted from lighthearted jokes to serious concern. Posts circulated with dire warnings, and while some users refrained from sharing the most egregious clips, they heavily hinted at the gravity of what was unfolding. One user remarked, "I'm not going to post the pictures that sparked this thread," but implied footage of her dancing in her underwear and twerking on a luxury car in the middle of the street existed. While some found it amusing, others were flat out disgusted. The perception quickly transformed from funny wild girl to "you are genuinely doing too much." People unequivocally labeled her behavior reckless, asserting it demonstrated a profound lack of respect for the culture and laws of her host country. One comment read, "They think it's cute to act out in the Middle East until they're in a cell crying for help after being arrested for public indecency." Another added, "I lived in Dubai for years, and while things have become more relaxed since before the pandemic, it's nowhere near relaxed enough for someone to be running around in their underwear dancing on cars." Some users even expressed deep embarrassment, feeling the entire scene appeared messy and disrespectful, not just to the local populace, but to the broader culture. Many pointed out that what goes viral at home doesn't necessarily translate into acceptance elsewhere, reminding everyone that not every place operates by the same rules. Let's be unequivocally clear, Dubai is not a place where you can act however you please and expect it to be acceptable. In fact, actions as seemingly innocent as holding hands or kissing in public are sufficient to draw the attention of law enforcement. Imagine then the implications when an entire crew is acting out wildly in the streets, filming every audacious move and broadcasting it to millions. And it wasn't just Sexyy Red. Her entire squad appeared to be moving with similar recklessness. Online chatters suggest her crew was turning up with zero cultural awareness, doing the absolute most without any filter. Word on the street is that Dubai authorities have officially taken notice of the situation, and they are reportedly far from pleased. Sources close to the scene indicate that local officials are now closely monitoring the group, particularly in the aftermath of those widely circulated viral videos. The prevailing sentiment is that authorities might let it slide for now if Sexyy Red tones down her behavior and maintains a respectful demeanor going forward. However, if she persists with the same wild energy, the situation could escalate to a severe level very quickly. Despite the warnings, some fans remain unconcerned, suggesting that if she's bold enough to engage in such acts in Dubai, she must possess some form of backup plan or influential connection ensuring her safety. This get out of jail free card theory has been heavily discussed.
We outside, we in Dubai.
Yeah, outside.
We in Dubai.
Do yourself? It's my car? This what I'm doing today? This what we doing? This what we doing? This what Cass doing? Yeah! What time is it?
I'm in Cass and CC room, finna fort all in Cass bed. Finna fort all in your bed, bitch. They left me. I can't tell y'all where they went though. I'm supposed to be watching their room for them. Y'all, this went once.
She yelling at me.
Others believe that the rules might not be as strictly enforced for visitors, especially high-profile ones, and to a degree this might hold some truth. Public indecency laws are indeed real, but enforcement can vary, particularly for tourists. As long as she doesn't directly disrespect local customs, argue with law enforcement, or push boundaries too far, she might indeed walk away from this situation unscathed. While some assert Dubai has become somewhat more relaxed over the years, especially as they strive to boost tourism and attract international investment, aiming for visitors to feel welcome rather than intimidated, it must be emphasized, relaxed does not equate to lawless. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain, this unfolding situation with Sexyy Red is far from over. From her audacious public stunts to the videos that have left people's jaws dropping, she has once again positioned herself squarely at the center of the internet's attention. But is she simply being her authentic self in a new environment, or has she truly crossed an unforgivable line this time? We are keeping our ears glued to the wall for any and all updates, because rest assured, if anything goes down, we're bringing it straight to you. In the meantime, we need to hear what you think. Did Sexyy Red push it too far with her energy on this trip, or is the internet merely overreacting and blowing it all up for clicks? Could she genuinely be facing serious consequences, or is this just another chaotic chapter in the ongoing saga that is Sexyy Red? Drop your take in the comments below. We're watching and ready to hear all sides of the story. And while you're here, go ahead and like this video, hit that subscribe button, and tap that bell so you never miss our next drop. You know Starhush stays locked in with all the wildest moments, celebrity drama, and internet chaos you simply can't find anywhere else. Until next time, keep your tea hot, your timelines fresh, and your energy loud. We'll catch you in the next one.